everybody. Welcome back to another session of the Hopry. My name is Mark Starr.
And I'm Tim Pratt.
And we've been sitting here kind of working our way through the Two Turtle Doves from the Bruery. And I got to tell you, man, this is a pretty big beer. It's a 12% ABV beer. It's called the Two Turtle Doves, if I didn't mention that already, which is, according to the label here, a Belgian-style dark ale brewed with cocoa nibs and toasted pecans. So the toasted pecans, pretty excited about that. But the cocoa nibs, those typically are going to give you a very rich, dark chocolatey taste. So, if you go and you buy like the 75% count cocoa, dark chocolate, that's, really kind of what we're talking about here. But Merry Christmas to everybody, and how you doing this year?
Doing well, man. I mean, it's been a good year. A good year for the Hopry, I think.
Yeah.
Getting involved has been a lot of fun, and I guess it's the 23rd. So I mean,
yeah.
It's cold.
It is cold. We're down in the man cave of Hopry Dose, and I said, "Damn, I need to put on my stocking cap. It's so cold."
The one thing I haven't invested in yet down here is a space heater, and it's so far it stays like this that make us think that we really probably should just go ahead and buy one. We're not going to build a fire in the corner, so.
Actually, it's really good for storing beer. I mean, this time of year, you can store all kinds of beer down here. I think it's what, 60?
Yeah, it's not going to get, over, 60 degrees at all, and I think it doesn't get really, because of, the surroundings, it really doesn't get usually below about 52 either. So, it's perfect for cellaring beer.
It's good for Christmas trees as well.
Very good for Christmas trees. I was able to secure a Christmas tree.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just the right size.
Only the best for the Hopry fans.
Only the best for the Hopry fans. I didn't want to really go overboard. It would have overwhelmed the room quickly.
Yeah. Well, this is the last beer we're going to. This is the last beer that we're going to share with you before we go on break. In fact, we will be back probably around January 3rd. But anyway, this is in a line of 12 beers. There are 12 beers of Christmas. And let's go ahead and dig into it and let everybody know what we think. So
you can't see through this thing at all. I mean, it's dark as night. There might be a little bit of brown in there, but other than that,
I'm not seeing it.
Nope, it's there somewhere. But yeah, you can see yourself.
I can see myself. Unfortunately.
No, it's the hat. It's complimentary.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
The head on this thing is beautiful. It literally almost looks like it's a stout.
Yeah.
There's
a nice bottle condition on this one, you can tell. And you're gonna get that when it's been sitting for a year now, so it's gonna have the time to really build up. Some nice conditioning. So that's been a plus.
And for 12%, that's a pretty good amount of head to pull off there. Because they can really swing one way or the other. You get into some of the Danish imperial stouts, they'll get 3-4 fingers worth of head on a 14% beer, and it kind of is a different thing. But I think really this is a good looking beer. So it's smelling up the room. Let's let's dig in there further while you guys listen to some Christmas music. Man,
that's boozy.
It is boozy. Very, very chocolatey.
Very chocolatey.
I do get even some dark fruits in there as well. Kind of like a more fruity, centric stout. Like a Belgian style stout maybe. Some dark caramel in there. I don't know that do you get much of the pecans though?
I don't right now. There is a sweetness in there which may come from the some of the pecan because those are naturally a little bit sweet anyway. But overall, no, not on the nose. I can't really pick much of it up.
I really like the nose on it. I mean, even though I'm not getting a whole lot of pecan, I really do smell that chocolate. It smells really good.
You can just tell there's going to be a lot going on with this one.
Dude, let's rock it. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Whee! Yeah, we've done some winter warmers, and I'll tell you what, this is a winter warmer because man, I'll tell you, I feel that thing going right down.
That one almost went down the wrong way, and we all would have been in trouble had that happened. Wow, but that boozy is it, but there's a lot of flavor. It's not just booze. it's rich.
It's very rich.
There's a very, you know, wide, you know, array of flavors, but it, you know, there's a depth of flavor, which is really nice. And you know,
that chocolate is yummy.
Yeah, yeah. You can. It's almost kind of like, you know how you get like in the Halloween candies, you get the little Imperial Darks. It's, you know, as a kid you never really wanted, because when you bit into them, they were the most bitter, weird things you've ever. That's what this is, but it's so nice.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not 7. I could use a bucket full of candy, but I'd rather take this. This thing is, it's really dark chocolate. It's really nice.
I like this a lot. I mean, you know, part of the reason why it's got such a high ABV, and one of the reasons they, you know, brewed it the way they did, is that you're supposed to be able to buy these every year and save them until you've collected all 12. Again, I don't have the ability to do that, but yeah, I think this one is definitely something that would age over the course of 10 years. Do I think it would taste as good in 10 years? I have no idea. I'll never know.
That's one of them. Don't buy one every year. Buy 2. Buy one, drink one, bury one in the backyard.
Exactly.
But yeah, this thing is at 12%. The flavor's gonna stand strong, but you know, that's kind of the mystery. You never know what's gonna come out. It could be, you know, some grape, some plum, some weird something you never expected that just sneaks up on you out of nowhere because of, you know the fact that it's generally a living beer that's in that bottle. So, you know, fantastic beer to let sit, but you know, you have to drink these when you have them.
Yeah, and I'm not getting the pecan out of there still. I mean, I'm trying to find the pecan, you know, and sometimes when we shut off the camera and we let these things sit, and as they really get close to room temperature, some things may come out, but I'm still not getting that. I'm really getting the chocolate the most.
I'll say this beer, it almost seems to be a little tannic, because, you know, it not so much in a way that, you know, hops will kind of dry out your mouth and tongue. This one's kind of drying out the back. You know, like I've been sitting here eating a bunch of, you know, pecans, which are very kind of almost astringently tannic. I'm getting a little bit of that, so maybe that's what it is. But other than that, the flavor doesn't come through as pecan, but that chocolate overrides it and is just, I mean, it's rich chocolate flavor.
Well, one of the things that they don't talk about on here that I'm getting out of here is a good roasted coffee as well. Now, it's not, you know, immediately obvious, but, you know, if they had said this is brewed with coffee beans, I wouldn't have argued one bit. You know,
it's got a lot of chocolate. You know, there's probably, to get that level of bitterness, there's probably some black patent malt, but not a whole lot, you know. I mean, it's just got that nice bitter, that little twang, that bitter punch that you can get.
Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and sit here and I think slowly work our way through this bottle. You know, before we leave you guys for the rest of the year, I know I want to thank you guys for continuing to come back and watch the show. It's good to have Tim on board, you know.
It's good to be an ever-increasing, you know, part of the Hopry. Been able to share some great beers, not only with Mark, but with you guys, and, you know, down here in the basement, just having a lot of fun. And yeah, hope everybody has been able to have as good of a year and plans to have as good of a year as we are next year.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some things lined up for you, but anyway, again, everybody have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. What am I forgetting?
Is Rosh Hashanah's not this time of year?
Rosh Hashanah? I don't know. Have a Merry Christmas, guys. Cheers.